I've run marathons before. I know the early mornings, the long runs, the doubt, the breakthroughs. I've hit the wall and found a way through it. But lately, I felt something stirring, a quiet voice asking, what if there's more? The idea of going further than I've ever gone before slowly crept into my mind. And I decided to do something that I once thought was impossible. Now, I've always been curious about the ultramarathon distance. Not curious enough to sign up for one, but the thought was always there. Running an ultramarathon means more miles, more mental battles, more reasons to quit. But also, it means more growth, more awe, more stories. It's not about running farther just for the sake of it. It's about chasing the edge of what I think I can do and pushing past it. I mean, comfort zones are nice, but nothing really changes in them. I want to know what's on the other side of exhaustion. What happens when the finish line isn't clear and you have to choose to keep going anyway. All I know is that this training cycle won't be easy. There will be sweat, soreness, days when motivation is nowhere to be found. But to be honest, I'm not chasing perfection. I'm chasing progress. I'm chasing peace in the miles and maybe, just maybe, a better version of myself. Because that's what running is all about. Building a better version of yourself. So, I'm running an ultra marathon. It's pretty wild. I didn't really see myself doing this like ever, but yeah, I'm running an ultra marathon. It's a 12-hour race. It's called the Loopy Looper. So you pretty much just run around in a loop. I feel like this series it's going to be a little bit different structure than my normal series when it comes to marathon training. I want to do something a little different and kind of take you through like my long runs and how they actually play out while I'm actually doing them. So it won't necessarily be like a full week's worth of training, just because I feel like this is a different experience than a marathon. It's a longer distance than a marathon. It's something completely different, something I'm not really used to doing at all. So I'm changing up the format a little bit when it comes to this specific series on this channel, and I really hope you enjoy it. It's something that's really, it's going to be really exciting. It's a wild ride so far. I'm really excited about it. Like I said, I've never done a race like this beforehand. It's just a completely different experience altogether, and I really hope you enjoy it. This is one of 3 in this whole series for ultramarathon training. It's something that I've been looking forward to for a long time now, and who knows, I might actually get into more ultramarathons later down the road, but we'll see what happens after the first one. But yeah, this is episode 1. So I'm heading to one of my favorite parks. It's actually a looped park. Kind of goes around like this bunch of soccer fields and everything like that. And there's like a little bit of like a lake sort of too. I'm going there to get some loops in. I think it's like less than 3 miles around to get me used to running these loops. So I'm getting out a little later than I wanted to today. The temperature is like 67, 66 right now. And I wanted to get out earlier. But it's, I got out the door when I got out the door. Technically, it doesn't really matter what time I get out the door, because for this Loopy Looper race, this 12-hour race, it really doesn't matter for training purposes, because when you think about it, I'm going to be running for 12 hours. So I really can't really say much about, I can't be very picky when it comes to what time I get out the door. I have to be able to run in all kinds of conditions, temperatures, times of day. So yeah, I'm heading to this park now. Really pumped about it because I haven't been to this park in a little while. I usually try to go to this park to get some speed sessions done within a long run. Today is just a long run. So yeah, it should be interesting. I'm gonna try to go around the same direction over and over and over again. So it'll be fun. All right, so 20 miles today. I'm not quite sure exactly how much time that'll be. I thought about doing like a 3-hour run. Last weekend I did 2 hours and 34 minutes. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just do a 3-hour run, but it really depends on timing and what I have going on, and what the temperature's like. I feel like the temperature really does play a role in a lot of runs and everything, so we're gonna see what happens. Apparently I can't get this vest on right. Hold on, hang on. All right, so yeah, so I'm gonna trying to get to 20 miles. If I'm close to 3 hours, I'm close to 3 hours. I'm using the Saucony Triumph 22s. I like this shoe for the long runs. Has a nice amount of pep into the step. Also, the same time period has a nice amount of cushion as well. I've been training in these shoes for quite a while. Even during marathon training, I've been training in these shoes for a while. Something else I cannot forget is lube. I have to use this. I used the Happy Feet earlier on my toes, but I'm gonna toss some of this on now, but I'm gonna do it in front of the camera, so one sec. All right, all lubed up and ready to go. But yeah, so I have this large water bottle here. I'm gonna come back and fill up my water bottles as needed. I have electrolytes on, I think it's this side, and water on this side for my vest for today. Yeah, I have electrolytes for when I get back. So there's that. I'm gonna get warmed up. It's a beautiful morning to go for a run. So before I get started, I need to take care of some business. I have an appointment. Have to. Finally has some decent temperatures for a long run. This is kind of surprising, but I'm gonna soak it all in, take this nice and easy, and try to get the heart rate as low as possible. Although I feel like I may have chosen the wrong way to go around, because I like started off with a hill. So that's great. But yeah, the hills here aren't that bad. They're like slight inclines just to change things up a little bit. It's mainly flat, which is good. That's what I need. So, gotta do that and have fun. Now, one thing to note about this loopy-looper that I'm doing, it's a 12-hour run. And it's really like, really doesn't matter how fast you go. I'm not looking for like the fastest time. I'm just looking to actually complete this race. And I don't know, I would love to get at least 50 miles in. That's my goal. Anything over that is amazing. I think my main goal really is just to challenge myself. I mean, I've done marathons before, done half marathons, 5Ks, ran the 400 meters. I did a lot of races, and like the one that always like got away from me, was eluding me, was the ultra marathon. And I'm not trying to say that like I need to run these races. It's more of a like, how can I really push the limits just a little bit further and see how I do? I mean, that's what it's all about. All right, about 1 mile in, about 8:43 pace. I feel like my heart rate's a little high. The reason being is because I feel like my heart rate is usually high in the very beginning of a run, some other reason, but also wearing this vest too. I feel like that plays a major role. It's kind of like almost suffocating me, but not really. It's just tight enough. One loop is about 2.4 miles around. At least I have a porta potty back there. There's porta potties up there. Plus, as an added bonus, there's trash cans all throughout this park, which is really nice because I can throw my trash in there. And by trash, I mean gel packs, which is what runners are supposed to do. Throw them in the trash or take them with you. One or the other. Entering lap number 3, I'm going to kick that off with some applesauce. All right, entering lap number 4, number 5. Making a quick pit stop here to put on some sunblock. Now this shirt is UVA, UVB protectant, but I want to make sure I put some additional stuff on for the areas that are not covered. Let's get back out there. Lap number 6, second to last lap. Still feel pretty good. The sun is definitely taking its toll. Definitely getting warmer out here, but we're almost done. Final lap of this run, and chances are this will be over 20 miles. And done. Whew. That's a 3-hour run today. 21.25 miles. Done. Ooh, man, that sun. 3 hours of running. Man, that was hot. I'm gonna refuel with some electrolytes. I had these already pre-done, electrolytes. And inside here I have Scratch. This is the vegan recovery mix, the oat milk latte vegan recovery mix from Scratch. This is good stuff. So now that run is done, I'm gonna go to one of my favorite places after doing a long run, especially in the summertime. It's one of my favorite spots to go, and be nice and refreshing. Acai bowls, which are delicious. I have an acai bowl, and I got a cold brew also. So I'm just gonna chomp down on this right now, and then head back home because I have one for Jesse also. All right, it is Saturday. This is my second long run in a row. Ran 21.25, at least around there yesterday. Today is 10 miles, working on running on tired legs. So that's the whole purpose of doing these back-to-back long runs to get ready for this ultra. Instead of going outside and running like 30 plus miles in one day, I'm trying to spread it out between 2 days. So yeah, I had 21 yesterday, have 10 today, getting a couple stretches in now. I'm probably going to grab something to eat because today's run is going to be quite a bit slower than yesterday's. I'm trying to get into that mode of like running race pace on tired legs. And for me, race pace, I guess I'm trying to get to like 9.5, 10-minute miles. I'm not quite sure if that's actually going to be a thing or not. I'm going to see what happens. But yeah, that's the goal for today. Try to be around that range, be outside for a longer period of time, be on my feet for a longer period of time. It's kind of like a recovery run, but not really. But yeah, so I'm going to try to get out there. It's about a little after 8 o'clock. I'll get a couple more stretches in for my dynamic warm-up, and then get going. So this stability disc, I try to actually use this before I go out for any run to kind of work on stability and ankle stability and foot stability and leg stability and all that. It's probably one of the most difficult things to do, but it's actually very helpful for me. Yeah, and I like to try to get a couple exercises in here and there before I go for a run. Having a graham cracker before I go for a run. Feeling a little bit hungry, so I eat just now and head out. All right, so I'm going with the Asics Nimbus today. These are an older version. I actually like running in these ones for the second long run. They're a slight cushionier. I'm also bringing this handheld water bottle. I like this one. It's from Hydro Pack. Works really well. Has electrolytes in here also. So something that kind of help get me along. No carbs in this one, just electrolytes. Sun's out today, which is nice. It feels pretty good out here. Sun's out, Tums out today, as opposed to yesterday. I'm not wearing a vest, just have my handheld water bottle. 10 miles, let's get after it. So I heard this saying not too long ago, and it was someone talking about ultra running. And they were like, yeah, if you feel like you're going too slow, you're probably going too fast. And I'm like, you know what? They're probably right.
Because ultras are mainly about time on feet. That's the first thing. It's not about speed. Well, sometimes it is, I guess. But like, there's really no sense of urgency, I guess, because you have such a long ways to go. Your body works better when it's going a little bit slower for those longer distances. Like, I'm not going out there and running like 6 minutes per mile for an ultra. No way, I'd collapse. But like 11-minute mile, that sounds pretty comfortable for me. Maybe not for everybody, but you know what I mean? So I feel like if I learn to run slower, then eventually I'll be able to get to a certain point where that actually feels good at like mile, I don't know, 52, 62, something like that. Maybe. I definitely feel like I went out a little too quick, but it actually feels comfortable. Heart rate's at 118 right now. So that's a 9-minute mile. So feeling pretty good so far. So today's goal is just time on feet, which is good because I need that. Should be about, I don't know, an hour and a half, maybe a little more than that, I don't know. It's kind of wild. Today, I'm actually not feeling as sore as I thought I would after yesterday's 21 miler. Feeling pretty good. I mean, I am going a little slower, but legs don't feel trashed, so that's a good thing. So while training for this ultra marathon, I've realized that it really doesn't matter what time of day I get outside. I mean, I'm running for 12 hours, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. So I need to get used to running at those times of day. I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I'm starting to realize it more the deeper I get into training. All right, just wrapped up this run. Feeling pretty good for the most part. It's about 10.25 miles. Felt good. Definitely got warmer towards the end, but that's okay. Now it's time to get some breakfast, some coffee, go about my day. It's actually a Saturday, which is kind of different. I love this.
All right, so I got the coffee going right now. That's ready to go. And have some pancakes. Gonna try to flip this guy here. See how this turns out. Bam! Look at that. Perfect. Okay, so both long runs are done. Feeling pretty good. I'm actually glad I actually got these two ones done. And an 8 miler tomorrow. But yeah, feeling pretty good after these runs. It's kind of wild, but yeah, feeling good, feeling confident, and the miles are definitely adding up. Got to keep stacking those days. I'm gonna probably round out this week 65.25, maybe 64 miles. I don't know, somewhere around there, which is a good week. Slowly building up. Next week, however, it's gonna be another tough week, so I'm gonna try to get another speed session in, and I have a really long run next week also, so there's that. But now gonna enjoy some coffee and some pancakes. Whether you're training for something big or just trying to get out the door, I hope this journey inspires you to lean into those hard things. There's something incredibly powerful in doing what we don't think we can do.